Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and talk with you. We'll wait a few minutes to see if anybody else wants to join us. Saturday's usually a little low-key of an evening, so maybe we won't have a huge turnout, but we'll wait for a few more folks. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, throw that Bear Cave emote in there. Let the people know. Hey, if you aren't a subscriber, you can just be like, hi. Road is here. Hello, Road. Hello, Pat, says Road. I say hello right back at you, Road0x. Happy to have you here in the chat, Road. I know that some people, look, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt. This is a Loading Ready Run wrestling shirt I got at PAX. It is wrestling weekend. It's wrestling week. I'm going to talk about a wrestling show I went to this afternoon, which feels weird to say, but it's true. Lashbrook is here. Hi, Lashbrook. So some people probably watching the Hall of Fame or just tuned into the Hall of Fame because apparently a person at the WWE Hall of Fame attacked Bret Hart like a couple minutes ago. And so literally I was just like, oh, check Twitter right before I go to start. What the fuck? So I don't know what's happening there. But besides the fact that you just don't attack people and you should be a good person, you don't attack someone that's battling cancer. And you don't attack a living legend at a wrestling show. That's just common sense. One thing that wrestlers don't enjoy is when fans get involved. They really, really hate that. Because you shouldn't. Because it's dumb. Because it goes back to the old Carney stuff of brotherhood and blah, 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 and all that, good or bad, and sometimes very bad. But, you don't mess with wrestlers when there are other wrestlers around. I don't know. That's happening. Harold just subscribed at 17 months in a row. Thank you so much for that. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. And then Road with 100 bits. Road coming in strong. Let's throw the Bear Cave emotes, and I'll throw the Lego emote there for both Road and for Harold. Thank you so much for that, both of y'all. Like I said, we're going to wait a few minutes, see if anybody else wants to join us before we get really into the whole building thing. We're going to talk about new anime. There's some new anime stuff. Harold is hosting. Thank you for hosting, Harold. I appreciate that. Gotta make that a little more center. But yeah, we'll talk about a bunch of stuff that's coming up and going on with me. And talk about, I got a Bitly for my page for fundraising for the charity stream I'm doing a week from tomorrow. Lashbrook throwing the Bear Cave out there. Yeah. But yeah, we'll wait a couple minutes to see if anyone wants to join us. As always, Saturday is a little bit of a light evening. It's a little laid back. And there is a lot going on the internet in New York. Like I said, I went to a wrestling event this afternoon. Harold also cheered 200. Thank you, Harold. Harold now in first place for the month already. You can see that above the chat. There is the notation of bits and cheers. Appreciate that. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to go to anything wrestling-wise except for the show I randomly went to on Wednesday. But then I managed to get a free ticket to see Kaiju Big Battle versus DDT Wrestling at the Bell House. Thank you, Hoot Tatum, for hooking me up. Just watched the Rumble video. Epic Eric does good work. Yes, I've watched almost all of it. I've been very busy with other things. But yes, Eric does quick and great work. And we're very happy to have him on our team as the video team, which is what he is. He's all the video team. There's nobody else. It's just Eric. Yeah, and we'll get to building in a minute. Like I said, I wanted to wait a couple minutes, see if anyone else wanted to join us before we start digging into the building, which we will. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. We are still working on our Sandrock. I can tell you that the next kit we're going to build, because I think we'll finish up, because we did. I'll show off here. We've got the upper body done, right? There's the upper body. There's the upper body. We've got legs done. Legs are done. We've got part of the waist done. We're going to build out the waist. We got to build some weapons. Sandrock doesn't have any weapons. Some swords? Yes. A gun? Yes. A shield? Yes. That's it. So we might finish it up. And if we do, we will move on to the Gundam Spiegel from G Gundam, which is the next kit we're going to build. And I already know the kit we're going to build after that. It's coming in the mail. It should arrive by Monday. I'm building a Zaku 2 Perfect Grade as purchased by Brown Lantern, which is nonsense. It'll be the second Perfect Grade we build on stream, and I'm very blessed by all y'all's generous support. It is nutty that I'm going to build another Perfect Grade. I really honestly thought that the only one I'd ever build would be the Wing Zero, because Steve Lynn bought it. And that man supports people, and he spends his money on others. So I was not expecting to ever build such a kit like the Zaku 2 Perfect Grade. So I'm going to build that next. That's nonsense. Anyway, that's coming in the mail. I don't have that yet, so we'll do the Spiegel next. Let's get to building. I'm bringing it up. Hello, Ultron. Welcome, Ultron. Happy to have you here. Jam is here. Hello, Jam. Ultron, you picked up the Spiegel for me. Is that right? Am I wrong on that? Asmo's here. All right, we got a great crew tonight. Yes, Ultron did do that. Yes. So the next kit we're going to build was purchased by Ultron, which is rad. Thank you very much, Ultron. But yeah, let's go to the overhead, and let's get into the Sandrock, which I bought with money from y'all. Canadian Papa Bear is here, too. Hello, Canadian Papa Bear. Happy to have you here. This is a great crew. I'll be honest, this is the most distracted stream watching I've done, as I'm also watching the G1 Supercard and playing Mass Effect 2. Indeed. Lashbrook, you are doing two other things. Not just one other thing. You're doing two other things. That's a lot. Canadian Papa Bear throws that Lego emote. Canadian Papa Bear is in a tier that can do that. Eventually, you'll all be able to use the Lego emote, and there'll be a new emote for tier 2 and 3. I don't like to bother the person who's supposed to be making those, but I would like that done at some point. All right, so we got the legs. We're putting them over here. We got that. We'll put that up there. Put this over there. Move over here. Well, we'll put that there because we got to build this. We're working on it now. But yeah, Lashbrook, you got a lot going on. That's fine. Sunday is often the laid-back stream for y'all, which I understand and am fine with. Often it is people just kind of chilling out while I talk. My voice is, I would say, 90% back from PAX. I did blow it out again on Wednesday, and I think I've gotten it back since. Road says, Mass Effect sounds nice right about now. Yeah, a good Mass Effect. That could be nice. But yeah, I tried not to yell today. I did my best not to yell. I cheered and wooed when applicable, but I tried not to yell at the wrestling show I was at. I was at the Bell House, which is in Brooklyn. And I was excited because I was like, oh, I just take the G train down there. Nice and easy. Well, the G wasn't running the whole way. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll take the, this is for New Yorkers, I'll take the L to the F. That'll work out fine. No, because the F was skipping 14th Street. So I had to take 3 trains to get there. It took an hour instead of like 40 minutes. And it was fine because I did get to see some fun wrestling. Some good wrestling. And I was very excited about that. I have to catch up on Mass Alex. He keeps picking missions I haven't done. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's hard to play along when someone is playing a game where it's not linear like that. Asmo says, I'm multitasking watching the final hockey game Bob Cole will ever call. I've literally never been alive when he wasn't part of the hockey night in Canada. Wow, Asmo, that's, yeah. It's weird when something that has always been a part of your life, like, changes like that. It's an odd thing when you're like, oh, but this is the way things are. And they're like, not anymore. Learn what the new normal is. And you're like, I don't... No. It is very strange. All right, so we are building... And we'll need A as well. We build the front of our waist here of the skirt. Now we're going to build the back with E6. We'll do that. And we'll just do it all one at a time on each side. Hello, Urban Buddha. Happy to have you here. It's a great crew tonight. Lots of viewers that are consistent viewers here. Always appreciate you all coming in and hanging out with me. I know that Saturday, things are happening. Obviously, some of y'all are multitasking, and that's cool too. And, you know, the Sandrock, the weapons are unique, right? Everything from the beam machine gun to the shields, which is a shuttle, the heat shuttle, or the heat shuttles, the shield. All these things are kind of unique. But right now, the stuff we're working on at this very moment is not that unique. So I understand if people wouldn't be as enthused with this as they might with other things that we're working on. But, you know, that's part of it, right? That is the thing, like, it's nice about this stream is that I've been able to bounce around from kit to kit and never work on, like, 2 kits from the same show back to back, because I think that would get repetitive. Once you, like, see the tricks, it's good to put some distance between them. And there are people that are watching the stream tonight that didn't watch me work on the tall geese, or didn't watch me work on the heavy arms. So, like, or any of the other Gundam Wing kits, you know, like, there are people that have enjoyed since I did one of those. This is the last one that I had to do. So, yeah, so there are people that haven't seen me do that, so it doesn't feel like treading water, which is good. Wing you. So I'm going to put a link in the chat, and I'm going to put this in the link. I'm going to put this in the chat quite a bit tonight. It's bit.ly /Pat Baer Sings, and that is how you get to, if you want to support me in the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, Pencils of Promise. I have a bit.ly that way to get there. So consider donating. Trying to raise money, and there's some incentives. You can take a look at that. But I figured it'd be easier to have something that I could say out loud instead of, like, click the link in the chat. I can just say out loud bit.ly /Pat Baer Sings, and you can just go there. Well, I have to leave to run an errand, says Road, much earlier than I thought I would have. Hope everyone has a good night tonight. Well, Road, I was happy you came in. Thank you for the cheer or the bits. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for being here. It's always nice to have you, Road. And I'm sorry you have to go so soon. But Road cheers again with a winky face. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Road. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your evening. What do I need? I need H16. But yeah, happy you were able to stop in. Road, slowly creeping to the top. In 3rd place there on my giving me bits and cheers thing. Always appreciated. What do I need? I need H16. Great, we'll do that. Where are you? There you are. Couldn't find it. I found it, though. But yeah, I'm very excited for my Twitch Sings charity stream. Giant Bomb, we already raised $130, which is great. I'm going to try to raise $1,000, which is a lot of money. But I think I have 2 prizes. I think both prizes are cool. I think my song incentives are fun. And then I am working on a 3rd prize. I don't know. Did I put the wrong piece here? No. Okay. I don't know for sure. I can't confirm 100%, but I am working on one more giveaway. And all you have to do is, for every $20, if you put your Giant Bomb username in there, and you are eligible to win. But you can also just donate to get me to get some songs sung. The $1,000 song is gonna be a lot. Is gonna be quite the tune, which I won't reveal yet, but I will soon. But it's quite the ditty. I think you'll enjoy. It's gonna be nonsense. And then if we end up raising more than that, I got some ideas of things I can do, songs I can sing, and kind of the idea is I'll pick some songs that I haven't practiced, so I have no idea if I will be good at them or not, and I think that'll be enjoyable as well. All right, I think I didn't pull E4. I think I pulled the wrong E, so now I'm going to go look to see. Yep, I pulled E3 instead of E4, which is fine because we'll be doing that in just a moment. Totally okay. All right, so let me talk about the show I went to today. I went to go see. So, for those that don't know, if you watched League of Heels a couple years ago, the last time we were on the main stage, there were some monsters that showed up, and they are from Kaiju Big Battle. Kaiju Big Battle is a long-running wrestling show that features big wrestling fans, also real wrestlers come through, and the idea is that it is a world where monsters are real, and the basic concept is a wrestling league with that, and then you have some humanoid characters, but they're generally not just like a guy. They're like, "Hello, Mr. Bob, happy to have you here." They're like various monsters and mythological creatures. Dr. Cube is the evil scientist that created all these monsters to take over the world. Instead, they fight in wrestling battles. It's very fun and nonsense. Right now, there's two branches. There's a Florida branch, and the Florida Dr. Cube is a dick. Ultron, you're right. And at this show, Dr. Q's mic was always too loud. It was always way too loud and really annoyed me. I was very annoyed with how loud Dr. Cube's mic was both times that he came out. But it was a fun show. There was a lot going on. It was really silly. But yeah. Oh yeah. So the Florida champion right now is called American Beetle, and he's like a pro-America Beetle. That's it. It's nonsense. It's fun. It's a very silly show, and I had a ball at it. Too loud mic is somehow appropriate. Yes, Ultron. Very much so. So one of the things that was happening at this show was, it was also because of WrestleMania week, it was a crossover with DDT Wrestling, which is a famous and infamous comedic wrestling league in Japan. But also, it's comedy, but incredible wrestlers have come through it over the years. And the same thing with Kaiju and some of the other sillier shows. So I saw a Falls Anywhere match, which started in the ring, and then went outside the ring, and went against one of the walls, and then just kept going into the bar, like the food area and bar outside of the venue, to literally outside. We ended up outside, and they wrestled in the street. It's a kind of a dead-end street, so it was fine. Then across the street, then down the street, and then a U-Haul truck pulled up, which was for the event, and Dr. Cube was driving that U-Haul, and then two wrestlers fought on top of the U-Haul truck. And it was nonsense, and then it kept going. And then it went back into the venue, and then it finally went back into the ring. And it was unbelievable. Su Yung, who is an incredible Asian American wrestler who's been on Impact and was in the NXT program for a while years ago, wrestled. She is legitimately scary, and also misted, which is, blowing the red mist like 4 times in one show. It was nutty and very cool. It was a really fun show, and I'm really happy I went. The crowd was hype and really fun. Yeah, one of my favorite things about that, honestly, it sounds like that show was better than the one I'm currently watching, says Lashbrook. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So, here's the thing for me. G1 Classic, I'm sure there's some great matches happening. But they did my boy Dalton dirty, so no thanks. Dalton Castle is one of the best things in wrestling and is not a joke character. He's a fun, flamboyant, interesting, kick-ass character. It should be treated better. Dalton Castle was done dirty by G1, and that's not cool. So, I didn't watch the match, but I watched the match. The match was short enough that I watched an animated GIF of it. So that's not good. You shouldn't be able to watch a match in GIF form. Completely and totally in one GIF. So that's very disappointing. I am kind of fucking steamed about that shit. Oh yeah, Dalton Castle was great. So Dalton's original character for Chikara, Smooth Sailing Remington something or other, was a really fun character and great, and would have worked well on the indie scene. Certainly, Dalton's first character would have worked great, but Dalton Castle, the character right now, is just such an interesting, unique, fun performance that works so well. You wish that Ring of Honor was not owned by Sinclair. Mr. Bob, I totally understand where you're coming from there. Yeah. I have my opinions on Ring of Honor. I'm thrilled for that company to be at Madison Square Garden. That show opened with fucking Mega Ran, League of Heels, one appearance. Future appearance is coming. He was not at PAX East because he was in the United Kingdom doing shows. But Mega Ran will return to a League of Heels. But Mega Ran was there, and that fucking owns, and that's cool as shit. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from on that, Mr. Bob. That's frustrating. Anyway, I went to a really fun, silly show, and there was some great wrestling. One of the favorite things was the DDT wrestlers, like, they went onto the ring to face two giant monsters, and then before they started, they went to the referee to get checked for foreign objects. And I was like, well, it's just adorable, and I love it so much. They were like, nope, got to follow the rules. We got to go make sure that the ref knows that we're cool. It was very fun. It was a very, very fun moment in that should have gotten like a bigger pop than it did, because it was a good, silly moment, in my opinion. But yeah. I didn't think I would make it to any more wrestling. So right now, I don't expect to go to any more wrestling because I do not have a job and should not spend a lot of money. The reason I went to the wrestling show today is because I got a free ticket. That's literally what it is. But if Kofi Kingston wins tomorrow night, I might buy a ticket to go to SmackDown on Tuesday, because that would be the Kofi Kingston party. And I kind of want to be at that party, even though I would have a better view of it from watching it on TV. So I am thinking about checking StubHub. But yeah, I wish I knew the schedules for this. Yeah. But yeah, there's just like, there's a lot of shows going on. I just happened to like get an invitation to come thanks to Hoot Tatum. I was able to go to that, and it was fun. I was happy to. It took up a lot of my day, which was good, but also I had to like scramble when I got home to like get my gear set up, because usually Saturday I take my sweet time getting all of this stuff done and ready to go, and I did not have that luxury today, so I had to like eat and get everything done pretty fast, it worked out okay, but I was a little worried. Alright, so how does this connect? This goes like this. Got it. Okay. So these are the side pieces that are going to go on either side once we put our legs together. Then we're going to build a backpack, the final assembly of the waist, which is nice and easy to do. Should not be hard. But yeah, we're getting there. Was it hard to get back as it was to get there? Yes, Ultron, because of the subway. It was just like it took a long time to get back to my apartment. I'm not. One of the things I should mention about that, if you've ever ridden the subway in New York, the basic idea of the subways is all trains run from wherever the fuck to somewhere in Manhattan, or they run in Manhattan to various places in Manhattan. So Queens trains run in there, Brooklyn trains run in. All of it is in and out. There are a couple that run, like there's one train that runs in Brooklyn, and it just goes to places in Brooklyn. But a lot of the times, if you're in one part of Brooklyn, which is huge, and you need to get another part of Brooklyn, you have to take a train into the city, back into Manhattan, and then take a transfer to another train to go back into Brooklyn, which is what I had to do, because the one train that would allow me to avoid that was running shuttle buses, and that would have taken forever, and I wasn't going to do that shit. So instead, I had to ride the subway far more than I would have liked to, and it was annoying. Ended up being okay, but it wasn't good. Chihuahua Pugs says gotta ditch the subway and go back to that old town road. Indeed, you're not wrong, Chihuahua Pugs. Topical. But yeah. I guess I could have taken the bus as well, but that's never as short of a time as they say it is. So instead, I just had a long commute there and back, which, yeah, like I said, should take like 35, 40 minutes. Instead, took an hour plus, and that's not fun. And a lot of changing spots on the subway, changing trains. It all worked out, and I'm done with it, so it doesn't really matter. Now, does it? Hopefully, none of these pieces are going to pop off. I mean, they will, because they are the skirt pieces on a Gundam wing kit, so they will fall off. When I connect these together, they will. You know what? Instead of doing the backpack, which we're going to do soon, I'm going to jump from the backpack to final assembly and just assemble it together, because that's more fun for me. So let's get that assembled now. Because to me, that's more fun than is having it all together, and then we can work on the backpack. Which I wish there was a cooler name. To me, backpack does not sound cool. It sounds a little dorky. Alright, so then this goes like this. And this goes like this. Alright, so that goes in like that. And then this goes in here. Yep, there's a leg popping right off. A leg came off immediately. So that's fun. The wing kits, the master grades, I think look really nice. And they don't really hold up too well over time, as far as like, you wouldn't want to display it for like years, because I think they're not as stable as some other kits, even of that era, in my opinion. This is my opinion, you know. You can have yours. This is just mine, is that they're just not as stable as I would like them to be. They are older kits, Mr. Bob. So this is, what year is this one? Let me look this up. So this is the 2011 re-release, so it's not that old, but it's still playing with the, it's not like it's a revamp. It's just a re-release of the like mid-90s kits. So this one is a re-release, but they didn't fix anything. They didn't fix the hinges on the legs, which are some of the worst parts of this kit. But there, we did it. Built. There is our Sandrock. Yeah, like this leg is always going to keep wanting to fall off. That's just what its deal is, which is a shame. But yeah, there's our Sandrock. We'll put him right there so you can see what's up. Hi. And now, sounds like it needs a stand. Yeah, probably. Also, hey, I do like the scaly shoulders in there. Yes. Oh, see, it already came off again. I agree with you that the shoulder pads look real. The shoulders look really good. I love the gold. I love the sculpt on the head. It does try to stand out some. overall, it is my least favorite of the Gundams. So let's say that there are, okay, so the main five, right? And then you want to say that Zero is different from Wing. Uh, fine, I agree with you. They are different. And then Epion is definitely a Gundam. It is at the bottom. There is not any Gundam. There's not any version of Gundam Wing. If any Gundam in Gundam Wing, any version, I would take any of the incarnations of them over the Sandrock. Sandrock, literally the only Sandrock. It's Sandrock, and then right above Sandrock is Sandrock from Endless Waltz, because at least that Sandrock has a fucking cape, and capes on mechs are cool, but it's still not great. And then maybe right above that is the original Heavy Arms. But the colors of the Heavy Arms are so good. Most of the 007 kits outside Grandpa are 15-year-old plus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wish they would do some polls. Even if it wasn't open to us. If it was just open to Japan, they know what's up. I agree with you. I wish that they would talk about that. Would let people, like the fans, help decide what re-releases they do, what, special editions, that kind of thing. I have never definitively ranked. I mean, look, I love all the death sites. I love the Epion. I think that the Shenlong is pretty good because I like the Trident. I like the double Trident and the double Reachy arms. The Nadaku, I think, is great. The Endless Waltz version. I like the Heavy Arms custom, the Endless Waltz version of Heavy Arms, because I think the colors are great. That blue works so well. It just adds more and more to it. I like that. So there are things I do like about it. But at the bottom, yeah. At the bottom is that. And the Wing is good, and the Wing Zero is good. Because it's a transform, and I think that's great. Maybe they'll do nice versions of the older kits when the Hollywood Gundam movie's not. I mean, I don't know. Lastbrook said, Ultron, I don't want to be dismissive, but, who knows? Maybe that'll happen. But they'll probably put out, non-graded sub-high grades. Lastbrook says, I think the Dragon Gundam is my least favorite of Wing. Huh. See, he's my least favorite pilot because he's definitely sexist and shitty. But I love extendable dragon arms, and I love that the Nadaku, the Endless Waltz version, is so it looks so beat up, and then the redesign of the arms. Oh man, I love those extendy arms. Those extendy dragon head arms are great. It's just a fun thing. I don't know. I'm partial to it over Sandrock, which to me is just blah. It's just a blah kit. But everybody's different. Everyone's got the kits they like and the kits they don't like, and that's totally fine. And I'm never going to be like, blah, your choices are bad when it comes to mobile suit design. Lastbrook, I missed that as well. What? I don't even want to say that person's name on this stream. Dumb WrestleMan needs to stop being awful and just fucking chill out and go away. That's garbage. That's a garbage tier. Garbage town. Yeah, Mr. Bob, I don't know. I share that sentiment that I hope that the Gundams look like what we think of when we think of Gundams and not. Obviously there'll be CG and there'll be whatever, but I hope that they feel right, because obviously there's opportunity for a lot of new fans, people that don't know what a mech is. They're just like, oh, these are big, cool robots. I'm into it. Oh, Gundam, I've heard that name before. I'm hoping that there are people out there, that there are new fans that could be generated from this. and I hope that, but I hope the designs still appease people that like grew up on this and love it. You know, I don't know. It's a hard thing to do. You want people to be able to have the ability to tell their own stories and do their own thing, but you also hope that it's not shitty. Yeah. Reminds me, I stopped by Uniqlo. They have some Gundam 40th anniversary T-shirts. I saw that, Urban Buddha. Yes, I saw that online. So people were posting some photos of that. That's pretty damn cool. Um, I don't have it on now, but I posted a photo. I bought a purple hoodie. It's a purple hoodie that says Capsicor on here, and then on the back, it's the logo. I saw that at PAX East and was like, well, I need to buy that, and bought it on Amazon, and it's great. It's great. It's a great. I just said it's a great, and I stand by that statement. It is a great. It's a cool, silly thing that I now own, and I'm excited I own it. All right, let's put some booster rockets on this thing. G3 and G3. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't looked at Uniqlo stuff because I mean I'm supposed to be saving money as I am still unemployed as mentioned. But I also needed a new hoodie. I need a new spring hoodie because um, my space hoodie is getting kind of old. I've been washing it too much, and my giant boat hoodie is great, but it is black, and it's nice to have a little lighter color hoodie. So now I have a purple hoodie, and I'm happy about that. I used to own the DVD for G Savior. Heck yeah. I kind of like the pocket G-Gonk shirt. Ooh. It's super weird when Bandai does something cool outside of Gunpla. Well, you know, they've been known to do that now and again. They've got some properties. They can do some cool stuff here and there. All right, some rocket boosters on there. Now we're going to build even more boosters. C and H and G23. That's these. We'll just pop these out now. Going through the sheets here, getting going. Thanks for everybody that's joining me. I will be taking a break in about 20 minutes to do a pause for the cause about ways that you can support the stream if that's something you'd like to do. I will just quickly put in the link bit.ly/PatBearSings. I'm doing a charity stream a week from tomorrow. It'll be 9 p.m. till midnight Eastern time, where I will be singing songs in Twitch Sings and raising money for Pencils for Promise. Which is a great charity. I highly recommend you check it out. So follow that link, and that way you can support me in that endeavor. And if you're a Giant Bomb forum member, you know, if you're just in the Giant Bomb community, you can include your username when you donate, and for every $20 you donate, you're entered one entry into winning some cool shit. TM. I got 2 prizes. Like I said, I'm going to attempt to announce a third. I'm still trying to lock down that third prize. But yeah. You know, just encourage people. And there's also song incentives, as I said. I've got some incentives in there that I would like to... Some songs, you know, that would be funny to hear me sing and fun. You know, try to mix it up. I am speaking of extra streams. I'm most likely going to stream on Tuesday of next week in the afternoon and play some Hearthstone. I will, at the very least, open some packs because we are expecting Tuesday to be the debut of the next expansion. So I already pre-ordered some cards a long time ago, and I will be opening packs of those new cards and talking about what's in there, and it should be fun. So that should be a fun stream of me opening up packs and figuring out what's in them and maybe building a new deck here and there or modifying one of my original decks. I've been looking at some decks that people who had access to some, if not all, the cards have been building. Some ideas. I'm hyped for the new expansion. Yeah, Asmo, I don't know if Twin Spell is a thing that I care about too much right now. But there are a couple cards that look like they might be fun. And so I'm interested. I just watched the Wild deck. Bomb Warrior. Yeah, Bomb Warrior looks pretty silly. I saw that Kibler had put together like a bomb deck, like a bomb dragon deck. But I think a bomb rush deck is even better than a bomb dragon deck. So I'm looking at that. I don't know if it will be or not, but I got some ideas. Then we need C6 on both these. But yeah, there's a few decks that look kind of fun. I'll be doing that on Tuesday. That's just a bonus like stream, you know, hanging out, doing that thing. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Put that aside. Yeah, so that'll be Tuesday. I'll just, like, you know, really low key, just opening some packs and then trying to play around with some of the cards. I got a Wild deck that looks like it'll be fun that I've been looking at. There's that 2/6 card that you play it, and then Baldridge says, "Wow, made a lot of progress." Yeah, we've been doing pretty good here. You know, this is, I think, our third day doing this kit, so they come together pretty easy once you're used to. This is, you know, I've built a lot of Gundam Wing decks, so, you know, eventually you kind of get used to them. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, so there's a card that you can play that it's at the end of the turn, it will play whatever spell you played that turn. And it'll play one of whatever spell you played that turn. So if you in the Wild deck, you pair that with Shaman, and you pair that with the Shaman Spellstone that creates 2 copies of whatever card is on your, whatever monster's on your deck. So then it will fill your board with that, and then you play the card that, the Murloc card, that buffs your 2/6s, and then if they're on the board, it'll then buff all of them with 2/6. Like, all 2/6s will get buffed for each buff, and then you just have a giant board, and it's nonsense. I watched Dane put together that deck, and that looked just very silly. I don't think that's viable in Wild. I actually rarely play. I do have one Wild deck that I like. I have a Paladin that is 3 ways to win Paladin. It is Murloc. It is Shivala, and it is Death Knight. So it's 3 ways to win Paladin, and it's a Wild deck that is very silly. Also, Shivala, you can win by using the 5 cost that pulls something from your deck and does that face. It also has the 2 giants that, you know, you play the 3 costs that turns all but one of your health into armor, which, you know, then theoretically lowers your health, and then suddenly you can play some 8/8s for free. Yes. So Baldridge, what they did was they eventually, years into the game, they decided that expansions and certain expansion cards, there's classic, there's cards that are always going to exist in the game in standard, the regular format, and there's some that they retire to Wild, which is a different play set. And it is helpful for new players because they don't have to have cards from the past years and years. It does mean that Wild is wild and nonsense, because you could just have any card. But yeah, I don't often play Wild unless there's a particular deck that's kind of fun. Or, in this instance, I've just got bored with Hearthstone, and was waiting for the next expansion, which is coming on Tuesday. So Wild is where I end up when I'm kind of bored. I end up finding a deck that I like in Wild and putting that together. All right, so let's put this backpack on. Backpack is on. These pop up when it's time for rocket boosters. They go down there. Because also this is where the swords, the shottle or shodel are kept. But yeah, we're gonna lay this down because it's not that balanced. But let's build ourselves a beam machine gun, which is just a ridiculous thing to say. Beam machine gun. Played Magic, so I'm used to the idea of Legacy, Modern, Standard. Yes. So it basically is just like, and then also there's some cards they just straight up retire. There are cards that they Hall of Fame, and they go, hey, you can't play this anywhere. They just, no. And there are classic cards that they've retired to Wild only, which has been interesting. Cards they thought were, would never be gone. They were like, actually, we got to get rid of this shit. Because it's in every deck from every player of this class. Lashbrook says, I'm being told that two shitty wrestler boys jumping the rail was actually a thing that was intended, so now I know not to bother with Ring of Honor. Yes, if they want to hire those gentlemen, they can suck it. And I'm not interested in Ring of Honor. So yeah, that's good to know. I'm bummed that Kenny King, a wrestler I really like, is working for them if they are also going to employ, even in a spot just for this thing, just for headlines shit, just do good wrestling and you'll make headlines with good wrestling. You don't need that bullshit. Not a fan. Asmo says, and I appreciate this, it's really nice when companies do something that you shouldn't waste your time with them. Yes. When companies or people reveal themselves to be who they really are, you should be like, great, thank you for letting me know. So yeah, fuck Ring of Honor. There are so many wonderful wrestlers in the world, and there are many, many people that are great on the mic. You do not need to hire shitbags for your company, even in a one-off thing. That sucks. And also, ha to those shitty dudes, because a real life thing is all people are going to be talking about anyway. No one's going to be talking about their shitty run-on when it happens the same exact time that someone for real attacked Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame. Like, that's the big story of the night, not those two shitty dudes in a plot, in a storyline, jumping the rails, acting as if like it was not staged. I mean, I hope it was. I hope that the stories are just that it was just them trying to make a statement. Ugh. Gross. Mr. Pop says, I saw the video and it does not look staged. Huh. Well, we'll find out, right? Because if it was staged, then they'll make an appearance at some point, right? And if it wasn't staged, good. I hope it wasn't. I'm sure that the dirt sheets will let people know, and then someone will tell me, because I won't read the dirt sheets, because I rarely read the dirt sheets. All right, I got to get a sticker out here. I am just looking for sticker. Square sticker. Oh, it's that one. All right. Little green sticker. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try to get this one out, but it is very tiny. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I am okay with that. They cut the camera. Bret Hart is a cool guy from what I heard. Yeah, I mean, he's like old and tired, but in general, pretty cool. All right, so I put the wrong... yeah, I'm not going to bother with this. I'm not going to bother with the sticker. Twisted was here, says, just posted 2 new kits I ordered and got today. Awesome. That's rad. I'll check that out later. Also, hi, Twisted. Happy to have you here. Asmo says, shout out to Tamina Snuka, who I saw in a video during WWE's Hall of Fame show, sitting while their shitty racist mascot from the 80s was being introduced. I do not mind that at all. That sounds great. Good on you, Tamina. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I hope those shitty dudes aren't in Ring of Honor. I would hope that Attitude Problem guy would realize that he does not have to associate with Sexual Assault Man, and they could just fucking leave that shit where they're leaving that shit, because nobody needs that stuff. All right. This is not a big decision, but I'm going to let you see that I have two options. I have heated up, see-through, neon, red, and I have traditional gray blades. And I think we both know that these go back in the fucking box, and these are the ones that are... Why would I not use these? The only reason I wouldn't use them is if they were like inferior or like brittle and fell apart. Of course I'm going to use these. They look so much cooler. This is inherently the best part of this fucking kit. Oh yeah, we can put the gun. Put the gun there. Gun goes on the back. Gun goes on the butt. Let's leave it right there so you can see the gun. Of course you go red. Yes. Yes, Bald Reg knows what's up. No, the Bret Hart thing seems fucking real because there's video of the guy being led off, and a wrestler who might be Dash Wilder just sucker punches that dude in the face. Yes, Mr. Bob, I agree with you. Yeah, Jay Lethal I think is great. Like I said, Kenny King. I love Kenny King. Kenny King rules. He was on The Bachelor and represented wrestling very well. He brought and then a bunch of people who were Bachelor fans, or Bachelor fans, started going checking out wrestling stuff because of him, and that's awesome. Good for business, good for people. Got nothing bad to say about Kenny King. But not thrilled if Ring of Honor is going to do business with shitty dudes. Like known shitty dudes. Like known to everyone. Brody Lee and PCO just got to Ring of Honor. This guy called Cheeseburger, who seems way too small to be a wrestler, and he was fun to watch. Cheeseburger is fun to watch. I've seen Cheeseburger live. He's an enjoyable wrestler. No, Bald Ridge. Definite hard stop. That type of behavior has to get... Look, it is exhausting to do this shit, right? I say it's exhausting, but I am also a cis white male. So I am not tired and not done talking about shit like that. But I know that it is exhausting for a lot of people and should not be the responsibility of many types of folks out there to have to, have these conversations and make this information known to edgelords and garbage. But yeah, I mean that's just, you have to lay down the law sometimes. It is a shitty thing that is expected, but it is the least we can do is to just be like, nope, no. Take that shit somewhere else. And also think about why you need to make these jokes, where these jokes are coming from, and what the fuck is going on with you. Alright, so handle in there. Goes in there. And then we put our blade in. And as I said, we are using the red blades because why would we use the other ones? And If you build this kit at home, be careful. These can bend by putting them in. So once you put them in, you don't want to take it out. So make sure that it is set up right because they could bend on you. All right, now we'll build the other one. Nice and easy. But yeah, sometimes you do have to lay down the law and just tell people like, hey, fucking, what's your fucking deal? Why are you doing this? Hello to everybody that's stopping in. Happy to have you here. Welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. It's a Saturday night. I'm building a model kit. I'm going to take a break in a couple minutes, talk about some ways you can support the stream. I'm going to finish up these, but I want to finish this kit up, and then we'll start a new kit. Because we got to build some blades, and then we got to build the shield as well. Oh, yeah. No. And then we'll talk about some new anime, because there's some new anime. I am annoyed that all of the stuff I want to check out right now is coming out on Fridays and Saturdays. That is annoying to me. I know that, I do know that, that there is, One Punch Man Season 2 will be Tuesday afternoons, or sometime on Tuesday, so I will have that. So you do have Tuesday, which is good, but everything else is coming out like in the same day, so I'm hoping there's some new stuff. Also, I know I won't keep watching all the stuff that I've checked out, and there's at least one show I haven't watched yet, so, but like, right now the stuff I'm watching, like, I think I will keep watching at least a few of it, but who knows? But it is weird that everything I want to watch seems to be just coming out over a period of 2 days. It always sucks because you don't know when the first starting the game what kind of player they are. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Baldridge. That is rough when you just don't know. You don't know the people, and you want to give. You hope that you end up with some fun players, and then sometimes you end up very unpleasantly surprised by who they are because you don't know for sure. That is always a real bummer, I should say. All right, so I'm gonna put. I'm just gonna put these blades on here. Just putting the blades on in the hands, and then we will build the shield, and then we'll take a break. Yeah, really sucks. Baldridge, I feel for you. But yeah, people got to be told. It's like, hey, I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I guess, but also you can't just do it here. Like, yeah, you can say some dumb shit, but I don't have to take it from you. You can be an ignorant garbage person, I guess, but that doesn't mean that you get to do that here. Do your own shitty D&D game where you're a garbage person. Great. Blades, done. Now we'll do our shield. We'll put that over here, I guess. Here we go. There's our blades. You can see them there. All right, now we'll just build our shield. And we got to put some stickers on this dumb thing. It's not dumb. I just don't like, you know me. I'm not a big sticker person. All right. Before here. I'm going to take a drink of water. It's been a little while since I had any water. Ah, that's good. Water. Hey, have you hydrated in a bit? Maybe it's time for a little water. Get yourself a beverage. Get some liquid going. You deserve it. All right, so then we got to put some stickers on this now, which is these ones, okay? Gonna use my tweezers for this. So that symbol is this one. To change topics to something more fun, says Baldridge. Made a deck in Magic that I ended up streaming. That was this dumb thing that copied spells and dug through the whole deck to make a ton of creatures or burn them for a bajillion. I love streaming journaling style decks. Yes, it can be fun to just be like, hey, check out this. I like a deck that wins and loses spectacularly. That is always one of my favorite things. That's why when I play Hearthstone, I often play one of my favorite decks of all time has been the deck that I played a lot, this Tespionage deck, Espionage, because the Espionage card is very overpowered, except when it's not, and you don't draw it. And now that Tess is going to go into Wild, you lose, or not, even if Tess doesn't, at the very least, it's going to be less impactful. But I really do like Espionage. I like decks like that. I like decks where it's like, well, I lost because I played a weird deck and it didn't work out quite the way I would have liked it to. Not because like you outplayed me. It's because I made a choice for a silly deck. I've always really liked that. All right. Do you play other deck games besides Hearthstone? So I used to. I used to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. I would buy the DS games, the the Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, every other year the World Championship ones. And I had a friend that also played because I don't want to do physical card game. I want to do internet or digital cards. I don't want to do physical cards. I've never wanted to do that because I would just spend a lot of money and become obsessed with it. I quickly realized that I was trading a lot of stuff like games and things in to buy Pokemon cards, and I was like, oh, no, no, no. This is a problem. I have to be careful of this. So I could get into it, but I'm glad I don't. And I've been thinking about getting into Magic Gathering Arena. I don't really have a lot of time for a lot of gaming these days because I'm just doing a lot of streaming and filling my time with other stuff. But if I ever give up Hearthstone, it would be because I'm playing another card game. But right now, Hearthstone is my card game, and Hearthstone's a good game when I'm just chilling and doing some other stuff. It's often my go-to relaxing game because to me it really is. Sometimes I get really into it, but it's also a good oh, I'm watching an internet video and then also playing Hearthstone. I end up doing that a lot. Arena just added sleeves, so dumb and great. Ooh. It's a card that has the condition if you would draw a card when you have no cards in your library, you win, and abilities to support you doing that. Okay, last Rook, that does sound nonsensical. That sounds like a fun nonsense thing that I could get into. I'm glad I got on the ground floor with Arena because just playing 3 games a day can give you a pack of cards, so I got most of what I want. That's awesome, Baldrich. Yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't ready to move to another card game. I just still have so much fun with Hearthstone. I'm one of those weirdos that's still having a really good time with it. And I was ready for this expansion. I'm happy it's here. I've been ready for the meta to change because I was tired of losing to the same decks and watching people I like play just seeming to get more and more frustrated. Speaking of frustrated, I'm getting frustrated here. What am I doing wrong with this thing? Gotta put these things in here somehow. And they interlock. Alright, so that one like that. And this goes Why won't this go? Okay. Sorry, I got quiet there. I'm just trying to figure this out. Sometimes the instructions just aren't where you'd like them to be as far as letting you know what you're supposed to be doing with these little pieces here. Um, Hello, the Type Beast. Happy to have you here in the stream. Thanks for coming in. Um, Folks play a lot of deck building games. I picked up some of them at PAX East. Really fun and easy to start with. Instructions on one small page. Ooh, I like that. Mr. Rob says I'm still building my Hariopia. I would suggest this kit for one of your on the road streams. Ooh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got a good amount of Lego kits because I didn't build that pizza van. Although I think I'm just gonna build that at some point anyway because it just looks like a cool kit and I kind of want to build it. Um, but I think like at least 2 other kits I can build on the road, and I also like don't know when I would stream on at PAX West. I don't know when I'm going to have the time to do it. I might have some time. Who knows where I end up if that's an option. All right, so we need D1 to this one here. Last D. Aristofan says, just pop in and say hi, Pat. Any plans to play the new Hearthstone expansion? We were talking about that, Aristofan. Great timing. I am going to stream on Tuesday afternoon. I don't know quite what time. But I think I'm going to do an afternoon stream on Tuesday of doing it. Although I might do Tuesday night if I don't go to SmackDown, because SmackDown is taping here in Brooklyn. I will know, and I will definitely try to put the word out there on my Twitter if and when I stream. I will stream at some point on Tuesday, play the new Hearthstone expansion. I just don't know when, like I said, because I'll do it at night because more people will be able to watch. But I'll do it in the afternoon if I go to SmackDown. Because I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go. If Kofi Kingston wins tomorrow night, I kind of want to be at SmackDown. If he doesn't, I kind of don't want to be at SmackDown. I'll at least watch the VOD. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it'll definitely, obviously, always be up after the fact if I have to stream when you're not available. But I haven't done an afternoon stream in a while, and now that my internet works, you know, I have Fios and can stream in the afternoon, I have been contemplating an afternoon stream. So, all right, so we got this clear piece here, and we got to add some color to this clear piece. We're going to put a little sticker on, which is, we got 3 stickers to put on this. Even though it's clear, we're going to, quote, maybe ruin it by putting stickers on it, but whatever. That's what they asked for, so I'll do it. As always, not perfect, but whatever. Never expecting to be perfect when it comes to stickers. All right. Okay. One more sticker to go. Just goes underneath here. The end of stickers for this kit. Thank you, kit. Happy to be done with stickers. All right. So then that goes. Just working on our shield here. Okay. And that goes. All right. And then we just got to put some pieces on the back of this thing, and we're almost done. C9, C10, H. You got to put some H's on there. This one, H, 25 and 26. Great. That The Lego Bastion, I think, has the best stickers of anything I built recently. Oh, I like those decals. Those are really nice. I hate high-grade 144i stickers. They always seem a little off. I only noticed after finishing the head that I can't fix it. Yes. Yeah, Mr. Bob. I mean, you know me. I don't like stickers ever. If I don't have to put stickers on a kit, that's a better kit. That's why I often don't like building high grades. You know, because high grades often have a lot of stickers. It's one of the reasons why, yeah, I prefer to do master grades. I'm not against them. I just, if you know, and there are people out there that are like, I love doing stickers, and that sounds great for you. Congratulations. It's just not my thing. Did I miss a step here? There we go. That's in there. Do the same thing on the other side. Hello, Lord Crashington. Happy to have you here. Welcome. We are almost done with this kit. And then I will talk really briefly, and we will start very briefly. We'll start with our next kit, the Gundam Spiegel from G Gundam, which is the Neo Germany fighter. It's the last master grade from G Gundam that we have not built, and it's time to build it. It's overdue that we finish off because they didn't do a lot of master grades for G Gundam. So it's about time that we did that. So I am excited to get that done finally. And then we'll just put this here. It goes like this. I'm more about panel lining, but I only really do that every now and again, or how to make kits take 10 times longer. Yes. Yeah, Mr. Bob, I mean, if I was into that stuff, I mean, I couldn't do that on stream. Maybe I'll do like once in a while, but like the level of detail required from that, I guess I would probably do like time-lapse video for YouTube or something like that. But I don't think I could do it live. I don't have the patience as it is. All right, so that's done. And then we just got some extra stuff here that we'll just include in the box. Some stuff is from the previous version. They occasionally include that in, which is always weird when they do that. But yeah. And different hands. There's different hands as well, which you can always put on, but I don't like to do. I generally like the hands that let you hold things. But yeah, so you can take these swords and you can combine them together, which is weird. You can put them on the back, and then the shield, the gun goes on the back, and then the shield, oh yeah, H24 is this thing here. I knew that had one more piece to pop out. And then goes in there. And you can also take these blades and put them on this, which I always thought looked kind of cool. And I might take a photo of that. But that might be one of the cooler parts of this kit. But right now, we'll just put it on the arm. All right. Panel lining is actually really easy, but it takes so long. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. Yes, Lord Crashes, the Bret Hart thing is very crazy. I have not kept updated on it. I just got word from it. But yes. Okay, so this is our Gundam Sandrock. We'll take a look at that. We're going to keep that just right here as I talk to you all. Hi, I'm Pat Baer. I'm going to work on another kit very soon. But right now I want to talk to you about ways that you can support the stream. First and foremost, if you just follow along because of Twitter or you search for Gunpla, you can become a follower. You click the follow button, turn your notifications on so you get updates when I go live. That way you can watch me. I stream Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Bits and coins are always bits and coins, not bits and coins, always appreciated. Cheers, those things, you can do that. You can end up on the leaderboard. Right now, Harold is in the lead. You can become a subscriber. You can use your Twitch coin. If you have Amazon Prime, you link it with Twitch, you get Twitch Prime, you get a free token you can use for anybody. I've been using mine for Kate Stark. She's rad. I just hit my 2 years of supporting Kate, which is awesome. And I'm excited I was able to do that. You can also spend actual money. And this is the point where people who are our subscribers throw the Bear Cave emote out there. Let people know about the cool emote you get. I'm working on a new emote for my tier 2 and 3 so that the Lego emote will be unlocked for everyone and they'll have access to 2 emotes. That is coming in the near future. And that is because of the great subscribers that I'm able to do that. So that's one way you can support the stream. The other is by joining my Patreon. Check out my Patreon. There's lots of rewards there. Patreon.com/PatBaer. $1 a month all the way up to $5 to $10 a month. Lots of cool benefits for joining that. Hope you'll consider doing that. They get archives of my videos. They get videos before anybody else. It's pretty neat. I also have a Amazon wish list. If you don't see something on the wish list that Amazon sells that you'd love to see me build on stream, just tell me, and I'll add to it if I think it's great. In the future, I'm going to do a kit that Brown Lantern bought, which is incredible. The next kit we're about to build, the Gundam Spiegel, was bought off my Amazon wish list. So, and I'm always adding new stuff to it and taking stuff off that now is no longer available. So that's the thing you can look at. And then the other thing, briefly, before we get back into building, is my coffee, coffee.com/PatBaer. All the money I make through YouTube revenue, Twitch, Patreon, and coffee goes to buying model kits. It all feeds back in to me buying kits to build on stream. Because it's not like, well, I bought Apex once and now I'm going to play Apex for the next month and a half or 2 months. No, I got to keep buying kits. And you can help me do that, which I really appreciate it. Or tell a friend or do whatever you need to do. Join the Discord. I'm excited to see what Twisted put in the Discord. I have not looked because obviously I'm streaming. But yeah, join the Discord. That's fun. And then I'll mention my charity stream. Pencils of Promise, the fundraising page is at bit.ly/PatBaerSings. bit.ly/PatBaerSings. That is, and I'm streaming Sunday, a week from tomorrow, April 14th, 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time, raising money. I'm singing songs as Twitch sings. Please come support if you can. It will be rad. I would love to have you there. And I believe that's all I need to say. I'm going to drink a little water, and then we're going to get back into building. So let me have some water here. But yeah, I will say the bit.ly is a redirect. I've raised $130 so far. So I will be opening the stream with Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You, which was my $100 incentive. If I get $200 before the stream starts, my second song that I'll sing on stream will be Papa Roach's Last Resort. If I hit $300 before I even start streaming, or whenever I do in the stream, I will sing One Direction's What Makes You Beautiful. And now I'm going to look, and I'm going to tell you right now, before we get back into building, which will be in a moment, what my next incentive is. At the $400 level, if I raise $400 anytime during the stream, whenever it happens, the next song I sing will be from Little Shop of Horrors, and it will be Suddenly Seymour, and it will be a duet with myself. You can sing with other people. I've already recorded one part, and I will sing the other, and I will duet with me. That's if we raise $400. And if we raise $600, I will sing Higher by Creed. So I'd like to raise at least $600, so I have to sing Higher for all y'all, because I think that would be funny. They should add You Be a Dentist. You're not wrong, Ultron. All right, so we are putting Sandrock to bed. Sandrock is done. Sandrock was cool. I'm glad that we are done with Sandrock. I have to take a photo of Sandrock later, so we'll just put Sandrock aside for now. And I will grab the Gundam Spiegel from G Gundam. This is the this is the Master Grade. This is a 2002 release. And you're saying, Pat, 2002? That means there's screws with this kit. And you're right. there are 2 bags with screws in them. It sucks. I enjoy the Gundam Spiegel. I think it is a basic looking kit. I love the blades. It doesn't have a lot going on for it because it is a ninja kit. And then you're also saying, Pat, ninjutsu, Germany, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And you were also right. It does not make any fucking sense. It never has. It never will. Storyline wise, they do attempt to make some sense of it. But there is no sense to be made. It is just nonsense. It is wonderful nonsense, but it is nonsense. Alright, so there's D and E. And then F. It's a pretty simple kit. Not a lot to it. Kits these days of this era. This is the G Gundam. I love the older kits that have the cardboard insert. Yes, so this does have the cardboard insert. Shadow Gundam. Yes, the U.S. English translation, they called it the Shadow Gundam instead of the Gundam Spiegel. But I like the Gundam Spiegel because it is the most German thing about this kit. Yeah, so we've got our people here. We will eventually put them together at a different time at some point. I don't know if I'm going to get into the plot stuff about why there's a German ninja Gundam, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty nonsense. There's some good. It's got the frame. Yeah, we have Schwarzbruder, and then at one point, Rain pilots this Gundam in her cool costume. So we get alternate Rain. The Spiegel Blade. And it does have a core lander, which is fun. The core landers, I think, should be in more Gundams. More Gundams should have a cockpit vehicle that you ride and then jump in your Gundam, because I think that is cool. There's a couple stickers, only a couple, the eyes and a few other things. There are 2 bags of screws in them. That sucks. It sucks. And also, rubber. Inked Gunpla says, found a new builder to watch. Hi, Inked Gunpla. Yeah, this is the Build Bear Workshop. We build model kits and Lego sets. We're just starting the Gundam Spiegel, which is from G Gundam. It's a 2002 kit, which is why there are bags of screws that we'll have, which is, you know, its own thing. And yeah, and also the hands are made out of rubber. The feet bottoms are made out of rubber. I kind of like that. It's one of my favorite things about this. Like, I'm going to put 2 rubber pieces together. That's fun. Thank you for the following, Gunpla. Happy you're here. Yeah, more core landers indeed. Robot Crank, happy to have you here. Yes. Yeah, I like the core lander. I think it's a fun concept. That, like, the backpack is also a vehicle. That's how you, like, get into it. I think that's cool. Instead of, like, having a wench or a hook or whatever. We literally start with screws. I hate this. I am against this. Whatever. We got to do it. We're doing it because we got to do it. Some of the detailing here feels a little high-grady, but looks really nice, so I don't mind it. I'll figure out which screws I need there. I'm going to need my screwdriver out of my toolkit, so I'll take that out. Little screwdriver. Best to get screwy areas. I always support Gunpla builders. Well, I appreciate that very much, Ink Gunpla. Yeah, we do Lego on occasion as well because it's fun and a little easier to, you know, keep up with chat when we do that. But the next few kits are going to be, we're going to do the Gundam Spiegel, and after that we're doing a perfect grade. That's coming in the mail. I know that'll be here soon, which is fun. All right, so TP2 times 5 is okay, and then I'm looking for the symbols of that, and this is the screw that does not need the bolts, and I'm just trying to figure out which ones they are because that's always fun. All right, so there's going to be screws for like the shoulder pieces here, and then there will be screws for the legs. The arms and legs will both have screws. So that's M2. times 2, and then 2, 4. Okay. So I think it's this bag. Is that? I think it's this bag, not this bag. Yeah, I think the arms are the smaller screws and the legs are the bigger screws. I have that one on order. I built the 30th anniversary PG Zaku. Well, that's awesome. Yes, the Char Zaku too. Yeah, it's the second one I've ever built on stream in the future. I built the perfect grade of the Wing Zero, and I love that kit. All the wing blades are all fantastic on that kit. It was such a pleasure to do that. All right, so we need TP5 times 5. That is one of these. Oh wait, I could also look. So that pairs with that. So it is this one. I'm realizing now. It is this one. Is the one we need. All right. Had the wrong screw. Now I know which screw I need. This one. Because it's got the little bit of a lip on it. So that's helpful to know when you need to know. So that's the screw I'll need for that. And of course, as always, when you are building a kit like this, you do one arm, and since it is, you get an idea of what you need to do for the other one, and it makes it a lot smoother. So if I'm ever taking a pause here to try to figure something out, when I do it on the other side, it'll go much smoother, which is always nice. I built my PG Exia, the double eraser, on stream mainly during paint. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So I don't do any paint. I'm just kind of in the building aspect of it. And I do some sticker work here, and then like there's been a couple kits that I've done some decal work, but that's off stream because while I do very much like the look of it, I know that I would be bad doing that on stream. I just know that about myself. So, outside of, I don't know if anyone was here for the very first streams that I used to do when I first started doing this. Outside of Harold. Harold was an early adopter. The very first kit we did on stream was the Shining Gundam from G Gundam. And I hadn't built a model kit in a really long time, and I was really excited about doing it. And I got to screws, and I didn't have a screwdriver with me because I hadn't looked at the kit. And I was doing a stream like in a rehearsal space. And so I had to like skip ahead to the head, to literally the head, and come back to working on the arms. And it was so frustrating that I like to deal with screws. And then during the Burning Gundam later, the God Gundam, was much easier. But I just remember that being like, oh yeah, I should like look at these kits and figure out what I need to do for them before I build them. And now I have like a toolkit, and I have the things I need, including this screwdriver, which makes my life a lot easier. But yeah. The perfect grades, I understand sometimes why I got to do screws. I don't love it on these kits, but it does mean that the skeleton is pretty great. It's structured pretty well. All right, and then we get up to E, which is this one here. So new anime. We've got about a half an hour left on the stream because we're going to 11 p.m. Eastern. So let me tell you about anime. There's new anime. First and foremost, the remake, the redo of Fruits Basket is out, and it's good. Solid voice acting, animation looks crisp and clean. It is a series that I very much enjoyed the first adaptation. I'm excited for the second. I love that I'm not watching the dub, but some of the dub, they got the same voice actors back, which is cool. I like that. So yeah, I would recommend that. I think that's going to be a good series. I'll have more to say about that in the future. I don't want to get into spoilers about the plot because it is an interesting, cool plot. So I recommend that people check out, if you haven't already, Fruits Basket. Came out yesterday. Uh, Charizard. Do you do cars? No, we've never built a car model kit on stream before. We focus on model kits, Gunpla, Gundam stuff. We also do. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We also do some action figure model kits from Dragon Ball, and we've done the one Naruto kit that's similar, the Action Rise series. So we've done that, which has been fun. Those are a nice little break, building aliens and Dragon Ball and that kind of thing. But yeah, we've not done any car models. It's not something it's not something I ever did as a kid. So I have no like nostalgia for it. I did like airplanes. I did like a lot of like glue kit airplanes when I was younger. But yeah, I never did that. But that's a good question. Thank you for that. Okay, so the other anime. I watched 4 shows yesterday and today because, like I said, all the stuff I'm interested in came out yesterday and today. So I watched 4 shows. The other one I know I'll watch every week because it's 3 minutes long is Joshi Kausei? Joshi Kausei? It is a 3-minute gag anime. It's based on a manga, clearly. It's 3 minutes long, and there's no talking in it. It's all visual gags. And it's like kind of dumb high school girls, the anime. So there's no opening theme. There's just 2.5 minutes of goofs and then a 30-second outro song. I would check it out because I think it's pretty neat. It's just a silly, fun show. I've been looking for another like 3-minute goofy show. It's been a little while since I saw one of those. So I'm going to keep watching. I think it's kind of neat. A show that I don't know if I'm going to keep watching is We Never Learn. It depends on how silly it is. I think the first episode was pretty funny. I'll be interested to see if more of them are. The basic idea is that it is a guy in his senior year of high school to get a special recommendation that helps pay for college. He has to do some tutoring, and he ends up tutoring 2 geniuses, like well known in the school, very smart girls. It just turns out that they're brilliant only in the things that they really like, their one subject they know about, and they're bad at other subjects. And then there's going to be some other girls and like a swim girl, like a girl who's on a swimming scholarship or something. And it's a romantic comedy about a tutor and his charges. But the gags in the first thing were funny. So I'm interested to see where that goes. It's called We Never Learn. It looks pretty good. And then I also watched Demon Slayer. And Demon Slayer is fucking brutal. I knew it would be. The plot of it is that a young boy in, like Japan, in early, whatever era Japan, I don't know the name of the era that it's supposed to be representing, comes home to find out that his family has been slaughtered by demons, except for his sister, who has been turned into a demon. And I don't know how that works, but I do know that he is going to become a demon slayer, and if he slays the head demon that killed his family, his sister could or will become human again. And as I said, I don't know how that works, but that's what the premise of the anime is. So it was brutal. The art style is really good and really solid, and I would recommend it. All right, so I got to figure out which screws these are here. Gonna see if they include that. Which screws go where? So I know this is one that has. You can see it's this one because these are tinier. So that's why it's this one. It's good to know. And then these back, and then I know I need to be a silver one because the silver match with that. Which is... So those are the 4 anime that I watched. I definitely am into Fruits Basket. It is a very cool show. It starts with it's heavy. It immediately is pretty heavy, but it's lovely characters, an interesting storyline, and a cool fantasy world. So I'm very into that show. And then the other ones, I'm like, yeah, we'll see. There's another show that is a slice of life that I don't think I'm going to watch because I did not find it funny. I think it was like Hochi Poji or something like that. I forget the name of it exactly. But it's like a girl only has one friend in elementary school who does not go with her to middle school and says, I need to tough love. I'll never be your friend again until you make friends with everyone in your class. So it's her trying to do that. And it didn't, I don't know. I didn't love it. Zorbs is here. Hi, Zorbs. Happy to have you here on the tail end of our stream. We're working on our Gundam Spiegel. We're doing it. Finally going to finish off this last of these Gundams. Alright, so this goes like this. I may have put this on wrong. I'm noticing now, I think I put this together wrong. So I'm going to wedge it open using my tools. Because I think this is on wrong. And I'm glad I noticed before I put screws in this thing. So, the pro tip, make sure you're doing it right before you add in the screws. Alright, so this goes like this. I know that's right. And then this goes like this. Can't subscribe this month. Had my account hacked, and they used my Prime sub. Zorbs, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. One, that you got your account hacked, and then also, selfishly, that they used your Prime sub. Like, they hacked you to sub for somebody? That's awful. I'm sorry, man. Wait. Are you not able, like, when you get your account recovered, are you not able to get your coin back? That seems like you should be able to get your coin back. That seems like a thing they should just do. That sucks. For a lot of reasons. Also selfishly. But you have your account back, though, so that's good. You got your account back from the hackers, so that's good. But, yeah. You'd think that they would allow for you to get your coin back. Lame. I reported it and haven't heard back from the Twitch at all. Got to dual factor all the things. Yes. Anywhere you can dual factor, yeah, you got to. It sucks in some instances. Like, it sucks on Twitch because it's, like, annoying that every once in a while, like, it only lasts 30 days. Zorbs just subscribed because Harold gifted a tier 1 to Zorbs. That's their third gift. Thank you very much, Harold, for that. Zorbs, welcome back. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Thank Harold for that. That's awesome. That's really nice, Harold, of you to do that. That not only is nice and cool for Zorbs, who's a longtime supporter of the stream, but also for me, the guy who likes to see the numbers go up. Yeah, that's rad. Thank you so much for that. Throwing the Bear Cave emote in there, letting people know. All right, so we built this part, we built this part. Hey, this is a cool thing. We already get to build a blade. We already get to build a blade arm component, so that's fun. Already get to do that. D5 into 6, which is, that's 6. And that's, where's D5? There. Great. Yeah, Harold, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, Zorbs is a long-time supporter using your Twitch coin, and I very much appreciate that. But yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry that you got your account hacked. I might just go in. Update my password. Now I'm a little nervous about that. Alright, so then we do, that's that, and then we do E5 1 and E5. Nice and easy. A tiny piece for E5. We'll get that on there. But yeah, so that's the new anime stuff. Like, I haven't watched the One Piece episode. I don't know. I might, like, I think I said this last week. I might just let One Piece happen for a while, because the last episode that I watched, it was very little happened. So, I don't know. Durman, great stuff hosting. Thank you very much, Zorbs, for watching the League of Heels show. I appreciate that very much. And watching the PAX Rumble. Thank you. Appreciate you watching it. Durman says, how were the kaiju? The kaiju were awesome. That was such a great show. For those that didn't hear at the beginning of the stream, I was at the Kaiju Big Battle show, the afternoon show, their second show of the week, which also featured DDT wrestlers from Japan, and was a lot of fun and nonsense. What really sucks these days is when the service makes a hidden API key for your account that you can't manage. You can hijack someone's Spotify account, and the only way to fix it was resetting your entire account. That does suck, Mr. Bob. You're not wrong. That is lame. That shit is possible. But yeah, I had a really good time at the Wrestle Show. I didn't know I was going to go to it, and happy I did. I am sorry that you're not a threat, Harold, but you did. You set out. You had a fun bit. Came out there. People were psyched to see you. We were happy to have you as part of the show. PCF. Got some PC parts here. This plastic here, and then okay. Building the shoulder here. Alright. And some F pieces. We'll do that. You have the MFA, but we made a single factor string that can screw you over. Yes, Mr. Bob. Both those things are true and suck. Let's see. That's G. Here is F. Great. Alright, I gotta label my sorter. My sorter still has the tape I put on it from the previous kit, so I have to redo that for this kit, which I will do before the stream on Monday. Which I'll be back on Monday, streaming again. But yeah, streaming schedule back on Monday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, as is per usual. And then Tuesday, TBD, I will stream at some point some Hearthstone, possibly in the afternoon. If I go to SmackDown in Brooklyn. If I'm not going to SmackDown, then I'll probably stream at night, but maybe earlier than normal. And then, so let's see if that goes like this. All right. And then, yeah, and then normal stream on Thursday, and normal stream on Saturday, and then a week from tomorrow will be my charity Twitch Sing stream. Oh, almost connected this without putting this piece on, so I gotta do that there. Gotta put this here, and then this go. Put the vent on, then slowly connect this so that the piece that I have on here doesn't fall off every time I want to do it, which happens a lot when you're me and you're not patient. Throw that away. We don't need the screw. We won't need a screw for a little bit here. But yeah, when you have to connect a bunch of things together and you don't want a thing to fall apart, you can just take it nice and slow, so you don't have to redo it over and over again. Especially when we get towards the end of a stream, as you know, that's when I start getting a little sloppy. When we built the chest of the Sandrock, I had to do it on off screen because I was just getting frustrated with it. All right, great. So that's in. That's the shoulder piece. So now we take this piece here, which goes into. All right, and then E4. I'm gonna cough. Pardon me. Pardon me. Sorry. Robot Crank asked Pat, "Have you checked out the demo for Mass Builder?" No. I'm gonna go write that in my notes so that I will look at that later. The new mech game. Oh no, I have not seen this at all. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to. It's on Steam, so I will check that out later. Thank you for asking. I have not checked out Mass Builder. I'm going to put that in here. Put that in my notes. Oh, also, One Punch Man comes out on Tuesday. I'm excited about that. I think I said that before. Season 2, One Punch Man. Very excited about that. That's just some more anime bullshit that I'm excited about. Because, of course, I am. Alright, then we need G7. G7. Alright. Start learning this at some point. Alright, great. I'm making a poor man's excuse of a Gundam. That sounds cool, Robot Crank. I will take a look at that, but I had not heard about this game. Alright, so that goes in there. I missed that. I need to. This goes in like this. And then this goes. Oops. Okay. We'll go for another few minutes here tonight before we wrap things up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. But yeah, we're not done. But as we get closer to me wrapping up, every time I say I'm wrapping up, people start trailing off. So I do want to remind you that it's bit.ly slash Pat Baer Sings is the fundraising page. So check that out for the fundraising I'm going to do next week. For some reason, I still cannot put links in the dashboard. I have to go to my own page and chat and put in that chat and do that. And that is frustrating. I'm going to head off. I'm doing a late stream in a little bit. I need to set up. Oh, well, Harold, thanks for chopping in. Thank you for gifting a sub. That's very kind of you. And have fun on your stream. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming by on this Saturday. All right, great. So we got that together. I need to put a lot of pressure to connect these two components, which I do not like doing. Do not like putting a lot of pressure on plastic into plastic, as you could probably guess. All right, then we're going to do G6. These pieces here. But yeah, check out the link for that because that's a week from tomorrow. April 14th from 9 p.m. till midnight Eastern Time, I will be singing in Twitch Sings, which is an app that Twitch put out in partnership with Harmonix, which is a fun singing app. It's karaoke, basically, but got some other tricks to it, which are fun. And I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And I hope you'll come and support it financially or just by cheering me on. And let's do 9 here. Okay. And then 10. All right. So we put our armor here. Now we can add our sword in. So our sword goes like this, looks like. Sword blade. That goes like that. This all makes sense so far, anyway. Yeah, and then one of the things I like about this, so I'll show that off there, is that the blade comes down like this. So for your hand, your arm, you got that. But then also, you can pop out the handle here and then put it in the hand that comes off of it to hold on to them, which is a silly idea as well. All of it is silly in ways that I enjoy. And also that it's good nonsense. I like it a lot. Alright, so we need F1 here. Probably just finish up this hand and then we'll call it quits there, but I did want to finish things up. Everybody that's watching, hello. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Happy to have you here. I know the description says Gundam Sandrock. That is what we built earlier. We finished that up a little while ago, and I didn't want to update the info on this until the next stream, so I did not update the info. But yeah, we are moving on now to our Gundam Spiegel. And now it is time to figure out the hands. We have hands. We got open hands. We got closed fists. And we've got hands that can hold weapons. So I think we're going to do hands that can hold weapons. And this is, so that is C7. So that's the odd hand. So this one. I think we're going to do the hands that can hold things, because I think that's way better. And these are rubber. This is all just rubber here, so it is a weird connection and doesn't always like to line up together. In fact, it's the wrong one here. Yeah. Terman says, wait, you're saying something about giant battle robots is silly. Yes, I am. In this one instance, this one time, in this one way, it is silly. Never any other time, just this one time. G Gundam is the only silly Gundam show. That's it. No other show is silly, just this one. This. Got it. There's the blade. So that's a hand. That's an arm done. We did a whole arm, everybody. Congratulations to us. The arm is done. I do like that I love these that they're rubber pieces. I do like that. I like the fists. I like I like that. Well, also, it's rubber, right? But you get 4 different hands. You get the ones that can hold things, and you also get like the open ones and the why does this have like palms open, and like obviously it's martial arts, I guess. Turn A has its moments indeed, not wrong. There's a mobile windmill in that show. German ninjas are nothing. You're right. I mean, I'm not saying that a German ninjutsu is the weirdest or silliest thing or most stereotypical borderline racist thing in that show. No, there are other prime examples of it that do far more. That this is like the beginning of it. There's a lot more that goes in many weirder places. But it was that thing where, like, when I first saw it, I was like, why is he a ninja? That's not a stereotype. What? And of course there's plot reasons, but and by silly you clearly mean best. Yeah. Look, I'm not here to defend this show at all. I will never defend oh, I actually missed out on 2 little pieces here. So we'll do that first, and then we'll wrap up. I'm never going to defend this show because it is indefensible. It's a fun romp, but also not great. But I did recommend it when people were like telling Dan to watch Gundam. And I was like, well, if Dan's going to watch a Gundam, if Dan Reichert is going to watch a Gundam, he should watch this one. This should be the Gundam he watches because it is just such utter nonsense. That this would be the Gundam that G Gundam would be the introduction. Because it's a fighting series with weird characters. And Domon is pretty great. So, like, I think he'd get into it. If he was going to get into a Gundam. I think he would be really disappointed that Crockett doesn't show up for a long time in that show. Goes off and then comes back. But there's a big time where there's no Crockett. And I think he would be annoyed by that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to take a photo of the Sandrock, which we finished. We've now done every master grade available, and we've done one of everything in. I just dropped a screw, so I have to get that. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. It's always looking forward to the Hearthstone stuff on Tuesday. Yes. I want to go camping this year because of anime. Hell yeah, Durman. Laid back camp. Catch it. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. Often Saturdays are our low stream, numbers-wise, and there was a great crew of you here throughout the whole time, which is rad. So thanks for hanging out. Once again, please go to bit.ly/PatBearSings. That's B-A-E-R. PatBearSings. Bit.ly/PatBearSings. And check out my fundraising page. And I'll talk to you soon on the next Build-A-Bear Workshop. Bye-bye.